Let's just go down the rabbit hole here for a second. Let's just assume this is some sort of adversarial or foreign technology.
Most of the more than 120 incidents over the past 2 decades are not from the U.S. military or other advanced U.S. government technology.
It's right in front of me. It disappeared. Like gone.
To be clear, he's referring to this giant object as a Tic Tac instead of a shaped one.
We're in, that we don't know what these things are, and they might even be extraterrestrial. That's worse.
Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we're doing it. Are you guys pumped? You know, we've got a lot of UFO sightings that we're going to be going over tonight, and it is quite exciting. We told you about 2 days ago that we're about to do a follow-up on some of this ISS footage of this beam of light. Apparently, we've had more videos that have been capturing the same thing, and we're going to be going over that tonight. And we're going to be also going over some incredible footage that is kind of interesting, coming, I think, out of San Diego, of a Tic Tac that seemingly disappears before our eyes. And we're going to get the public's reaction. We're going to bring some friends on. We got Richard Giordano standing by. We also have the Josh and Artemis show that's going to join us to chime in on some of the evidence we're going to be showing tonight. And we also, I think, we're going to get Brian and Jameson joining us as well. So it's going to be a pretty cool ride. So let's get into this. Earlier today, I received an email from Unidentified S4. He's got his own YouTube channel, and he captured something, and he says it looks similar to the same phenomenon that was captured from the ISS. And remember, we want to try and get back to that feed of May 25th of this video, and we're unable to ascertain the video from NASA. But this is what Unidentified S4 says. He may have captured the same thing. Watch this
real quick. I want you to pay close attention to this object. I have no idea what it is. It could be a balloon of some kind going up into space. It could be some kind of weather balloon. I have no clue. But it does resemble the object in question that you are currently talking about on Third Phase of Moon. Is a close resemblance, although the cylindrical object is long ways. It is still the same shape, and it's got that little point on the bottom of it if you enhance it. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick.
Yeah, Unidentified S4, appreciate you sharing that with us. And it definitely looks very familiar, as we've been saying that this craft, if it is indeed a craft, has been spotted all over the world. And maybe what Unidentified S4 captured is possibly the same thing. It does definitely hold a resemblance. And again, we're going to be sharing the original link down below in the description after the show. But guys, what's your opinion? Is it very similar to this that was captured by the ISS, or is it something altogether different? I'm just saying it definitely has some similarities. What's interesting too is that there are other videos of this that have been captured from the ground, not just by the ISS, but from the public across the planet. And we're going to be getting into some of those videos. But again, I like this a lot because it really does seem like a phenomenon. I don't think this is Starlink. And again, look at these three captured in different locations of the exact same thing. We have this orb in front of the tether, if this is indeed a tether, but again, this is very familiar to this video right here. It's pretty amazing to get the evidence coming in from different locations of the same phenomenon. There it is, guys. Do you have any thoughts? I'm not seeing any CGI or anything like that. We're looking at something that we can't explain. In my opinion, we should find out. There is other evidence that has been also captured by, let me get to this point. And this was really interesting. We broke this news, I think a year or so ago, but this one really blew us away because some people were saying that this was just an airplane flying over the full moon as an amateur astronomer captures it. But let's bring this video up, and guys, I want you to take a close look. And here it is. So here's the shot from the amateur astronomer, and he's going to get some credit because he really captured something amazing. Look how high this is. Look, I'm going to get a closer look on this. And again, we have this same phenomenon of this tether. Do you guys see it? I'm going to get a closer look on this thing. Thanks, Stephen, for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Roger Spur, Mud Fossil University. Okay, let me appreciate the support. It really helps the cause. Again, guys, we put this out, and it was pretty interesting to hear that there was a statement by the military that indeed they were working on some kind of experimental program. Again, there was no explanation to exactly what they're doing, but is this an experimental program that we're not aware of? Again, they're not giving us the information, and we're seeing this coming in from different locations. So something's going on, no doubt about it, and we appreciate the people submitting the evidence coming in from around the world. Unidentified objects, they're on the rise, and we appreciate that. Appreciate it a lot. Again, what Unidentified S4 captured is amazing, but then the triptych that we're showing you right now in this collage of videos of the same thing, it's pretty much undeniable here. We got Nathan Jordan. Appreciate the $2.99 super sticker, man. Appreciate that. The support goes a long way, and I'm thinking we're doing these live events right now. People are able to chime in and give us your opinions, and that means a lot. That means a lot. Again, they had to tell us that they were actually experimenting on something. And again, this is, I think, in the memosphere, about maybe, could it be in the stratosphere? Or the stratosphere is about 38,000 feet, and then I think the memosphere is at about 31 to 53 miles up there, right on the outskirts of space. So is this some kind of space program, a secret space program of technology that hasn't been given to the public? I'm sure it's involving national security, no doubt about it. That's why they're not telling us. And sometimes that makes a lot of sense. But when the public captures it from the ground, they have all rights to actually capture the phenomenon. They don't own the skies if you could capture it. All right, the music was getting a little pumped up there. Let's bring in the next video. And this is interesting. This was captured on a freeway, I think in San Diego. I'm gonna have to check on that, but take a look at this. It's super cool when you're on kind of like a freeway and you're in the exact same position of this unknown object. Maybe we could find out what it is. Take a look. Rancho Cucamonga is where this was captured. Welcome everybody from around the world. We got 800 live watchers, and we're looking at something that was captured on the freeway of this object. But what's interesting, it does disappear right there. Out of sight, out of mind. Did you guys just see that? It blinked out where it was right in frame, and then all of a sudden, it just, you can't see it anymore. And again, capturing UFOs while driving, it's a little tricky, but he did a really good job at capturing this. Again, I did some enhancements here. The original to the left, I blew it up about maybe 200% and added some brightness contrast. We're seeing some artifacts of light coming on the tip of this thing. But again, if this is an airplane, airplanes don't disappear. And right at the end, it just blinks out of existence. I'm not going to say it jumped to another parallel universe, but again, it is interesting that it just kind of just vanishes. And this is interesting, that really quick dynamic. But watch this. There it is, and it's gone. So cool stuff right there. Cool stuff right there. Let's we're gonna bring in Rich Giordano from GoofOn. He just joined us here. Let's bring in Rich. Hey Rich, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good. Man, so there's some evidence there. We're gonna go over some of the evidence of this photograph, our thumbnail that we put up, and get some people's opinions on that. But what do you make of this one, Rich?
I have an opinion. You know, I think what's happening here is it's the angle maybe of an airplane. I'm not sure. I'm not saying it is, but I'm thinking what happened is it's just reflecting the sun, and then maybe it turned and it looks like it's disappearing. But it is interesting because it does look like, I want to see it in slow motion. Did you set it up for that?
I do it in slow motion. And right now, the side-by-side comparison, I know I do it a few times in this edit of right when it seems like it blinks out. That's the kind of, I was thinking if it did bank and then you see the back of it, that you would kind of lose sight. But again, at one point, it's just, let's watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is, yeah. Hold on. Well, when I watched it disappear, I was like, all right, that is, it looks like it's even spinning for some reason. I don't know, but there's a lot of stuff going on. The guy's driving, it's passing by wires. The guy's
driving, it's handheld.
Yeah, doing a good job.
Kind of crazy right there. That didn't look like an airplane when you saw but right there, it just boom.
So how do we know we're not looking at a balloon and it's parallaxing and it just popped or something? You know, that, I know it's crazy to think, but.
Well, it'd be good timing for a balloon to pop under those circumstances. But the guy seemed like he was interested in capturing it and, you know, trying to drive and film a balloon. I don't understand why somebody would go out of their way to do that, right? So,
why do people do anything in this field, right? But, absolutely. You know, just a stranger videotaping a white thing in the sky. It is interesting. I want to see this in slow motion, though, because that'll tell me a lot.
I did bring some brightness contrast on it to make it pop, and I repeat it a few times. Let's bring in the other friends of ours. We got Josh and Artemis.
Hey.
What's up, guys? Welcome to the show.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks so much for the invite. Hi, Rich, Blake.
Hey, kids.
Nice to see you.
It does look like that thing does disappear a little bit, like it takes off at a very fast rate of speed.
Yeah.
Have you guys been looking at the video? It's, you know, yeah. I usually wouldn't share it because, like Rich does say, a lot of these things are basically maybe just airplanes. It's pixelated and you just can't see the wings, especially at a certain angle. But then I'm like, well, maybe Rich might want to get a look at this one because what's interesting, again, that this thing just kind of blinks out of existence. Let's take a look at this one again. I think right, you see that part too, when you look at the top of it. Let's stop it right when it kind of, see, that's kind of interesting to me right there. What do you guys think?
I mean, how fast would you say this is going, do you think, the object?
Maybe it's not even moving. Maybe it's stationary, and then, but it seems like it's keeping up at least with the guy on the freeway driving, I don't know, approximately 65 miles an hour. He looks like he's hauling ass a little bit there. But then there it is. That's right when it blinked out. Let's do that one more time. You see one last faint glimpse of it right at the very end. Right there. There's
yeah.
You see that right about there. It's gone, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he noticed too. The driver said that it, like, he saw it just disappear. But again, with the enhancement, you see some action there. That's,
you can see the disturbance,
David Grimes?
you know. And
thanks for the super chat. Yeah, go ahead, Rich.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Yeah, David
yeah, no
Grimes.
problem.
No, it just, man, I'm gonna have to look at this after the show too, because it looks like it's spinning. I want to know how fast it might be going. Is it hovering? Is it moving? Is it really fast? Oh, it's a good one,
yeah,
but
I'd like to stabilize it, get some stabilization on it for sure on this.
Wow.
Some people
That'd be
might
tough
say,
with this one.
You know, this one came in from Hidden Underbelly, actually. And Hidden Underbelly was telling us that he was just thinking it could be a bird. But then I looked at it and I'm like, it might be. But then after I did the enhancement, I didn't see any indicators of flapping wings. And then again, this object, it seemed that it was off at some distance as well, right?
Not bad.
What do you guys think, Josh? Is this legitimate? This is a legitimate UFO right here.
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't know what it is. So I mean, UFO, but it doesn't look like a plane to me. I think a bird could be an option, to be honest. It reminds me of some footage I've seen of birds before. Do you think it could be an insect? I don't think it could be an insect if it's too far away.
Yeah, it's like it's behind the trees. It's behind the wires, like off at a distance too. I'd imagine this thing's, you know, a jet the size of an airliner, just about. Let's bring in some more people from behind the scenes. Our friends Brian and Jamison. Jamison's been in one of our music videos. He played a cowboy, and then actually Brian played a cowboy. Jamison is Brian's friend, and he's actually reviewed some of our UFO videos. So let's bring these guys in from Hawaii. What's up? Aloha.
Aloha. Hey.
Aloha.
Aloha.
Thanks for having us on.
Absolutely appreciate it, guys. It looks like the sun's kind of going down there. Perfect colors, man. So, guys, what do you make of it? A bird, an airplane? Is it Superman? What the hell's going on here?
I think it's like a hyperspeed blimp. Actually, you know, I think I've seen this before. I think it's like one of those cylinder military aircrafts with those little baby wing jets, like the 4 little baby wing jets. I've seen those. But
did they figure out how they just like blink out of eyesight, out of existence? Because again, right here.
Where?
Yeah, watch it disappear right here. And boom, it's gone.
Oh, like it's smaller, it goes away.
Yeah, it's like it took a tilt bank and then boom. And there's that last indicator right there.
Is it invisible? Is it like a reflection thing? Maybe just change the angle in the sun's. Yeah. Whoa, that's weird. That is weird. I don't know.
It just ends up. It's like it takes off into like hyperspeed or something.
Something.
I think it's a little suspicious that it just.
Well, what do you guys think it is? Military or is it just unknown?
Well, that's why we brought you on. We want to get your opinion. We do all the talking.
It could be.
Yeah, go ahead.
It could be a balloon, and the guy got excited, saw this white reflection in the sky, because it does reflect the sun a little bit in the front end of it, and maybe it just, you know, not popped like boom, like it just went, you know, and it went out like with a quick, you know. I don't know. I've seen balloons pop, and I've seen them do it different ways, but it's interesting. It's kind of big, actually, too. So I don't know.
Yeah, that's like a blimp pop.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, maybe. Depends how far away.
Like a Led Zeppelin.
How fast is he going?
I don't know.
He's going like 70-ish.
Yeah, he looked like he's going at 70, 80. But yeah, it's hard to tell. Now, let's bring in the next.
It's staying in the same altitude as well. Oh, there it goes.
There it is. He's just about 78 miles an hour. He's booking it there, and I like that. He kind of like banks from right to left, and he's showing, in my opinion, that it's legit footage. There's no CGI going on here.
He's definitely got a speeding
that part-
ticket.
Yeah. Look at this part though. What kind of balloon is that?
Well, it's
Hey.
reflecting too. It looks like
Yeah.
the light's reflecting off it too.
When it's reflecting the sun, it's actually changing the optics and the shape of it. It's an illusion. Either that or it's tipping up a little bit before it disappears. Could be anything,
Whoa.
man.
Wow, look at that thing. Now look at it. Look at that reflection.
Looks like an eyebrow.
Looks like Pac-Man.
Yeah,
Looks like
Looks like Pac-Man. Yep.
that's true, Rich, for sure.
I just saw that thing of Pac-Man too.
Yeah.
I think it's just hot swamp gas. That's what I think it is.
That's it. I didn't even think of that. You got it.
All right. Well, let's get
Where's
into
this from,
one.
by the way?
This was captured in Rancho
Cucamonga.
Cucamonga.
Yeah, California. So Cali.
Interesting.
I think close to San Diego. Get to this one, guys. What do you make of this one? This one is coming out of Romania, and it's just a photograph. I wish I had some video of it, but some people are saying they actually see the White House. But this is I don't know about the White House up there, but I'm thinking it could be just a lot of things that are
That's
happening
gonna
all
be
at
a
once.
meteorological phenomenon there.
Yeah, I agree 100%. Like maybe the layer of clouds lit behind could be the moon, a full moon rising, and then it hits this cloud that's having some kind of static charge on it. But some people see
Oh my
other
gosh,
things
what is
in there.
this? It's a Romanian cloud of sorts.
It's in Romania.
It could
looks
be
really
the
cool.
end of a lightning strike or the beginning of one.
Wow.
It's pretty interesting.
Gloomier day, but the blue around it's very interesting. It has like this bioluminescence to it.
Looks like a chandelier.
That's what I was
City.
thinking as well. That maybe somebody's in a-
Chandelier.
that somebody's in a building and then the chandelier's behind them and it's reflecting on the glass, and then
The interesting part is the
Oh yeah.
Like
wafer-shaped cloud right above it.
Again,
That's
it
kinda
does seem like it is absorbed within the cloud layer. So
Got that quintessential like Nilla wafer UFO shape right above it with the cloud.
Very, very much so, yeah. Looks like a UFO, man.
Doctor Strange.
Strange.
That's responsible.
Yes.
Makes sense.
Maybe.
That definitely makes sense. They're just promoting the new movie.
Yeah.
Parallel universe.
It's a publicity stunt. Yeah. It's
Yeah, it might be really if you see.
Oh
if
yeah,
you look at,
Project
like,
Blue,
holograms
Project
and
Blue
stuff.
Beam, right? Blue Beam.
Blue beam, yeah.
But
That's
those
the
are storm clouds back there. I don't know if that's, it's hard to tell
That's
what
really
kind,
cool.
but
Do we
it
think
looks
it's
like
legit, or is it like altered in any way? Is there any way to be sure that it's the way it is naturally?
it could be Photoshop a little
overexposure in there.
That's a possibility, but there's some work involved that indicates that. I'm thinking it's just a weather phenomenon, but then again, why would somebody go out of their way to make it so obscure? If they're going to Photoshop something, you'd think that they just like, hey, they're going to make it like a UFO. There it is, but they're being obscure about it. I'm adding some brightness contrast there as well. Let me get into this right.
Is
Pause
this
it
a
there.
It's in Transylvania?
Romania.
Romania.
All right, guys. Well,
Jellyfish.
What the heck is
it looks like a jellyfish in the sky as well.
Sky
You can
jelly.
imagine.
Yeah, a little bit.
People see this kind of weather phenomenon, you could think something spiritual, godlike back in the day. And some of this looks exactly like what you'd see in some of the artist renditions from long ago,
Yeah.
biblical times.
What was that thing in the 1500s? They had that in like European city.
Oh, in Nuremberg.
Nuremberg.
Yeah, 1561. They saw weird stuff in the sky. Where is this only a photo, Blake, or is it also a little?
It's just
video?
a photo. So we're asking the public if there's anybody in Romania that captured this. Let's get the video of that. That's what we really want. That would be pretty awesome if we could get, all this evidence and people come forward and then you follow up with more videos. Because what we did tonight in regards to this video that was captured by the ISS, and we have let me bring this one up. This was again pretty interesting stuff with Anthony's shot.
Question that you are currently talking about on third phase of moon is a close resemblance, although the cylindrical object is long ways. It is still the same shape, and it's got that little point on the bottom of it if you enhance it. So I just wanted to share that with you real quick.
Yeah, so some people are comparing maybe this could be the same thing from the International Space Station, and then we're getting multiple kind of submissions of these weird tether kind of events captured from around the world.
It's like a
night dagger.
What if the space is like the deep ocean? They got those weird creatures that show up in weird lights.
Like that thing with the fish with the light on its head?
The fish with the light on its head, yeah. It's like a...
What do you think those are, Josh? Josh and Artemis? What is that?
It's definitely interesting.
It's interesting. I mean, Blake, I don't have a clue, mate, to be honest. I mean, it could be anything. It could be anything, really.
It's interesting that multiple... Like, because, Rich, you have a video of something similar, too, and then... Anthony.
I mean, I've seen some old school footage from NASA from like I'm talking about 10 or 15 years ago, and it was that, and those things used to show up all the time on like the ISS feed from like a few years ago too. So it's definitely interesting.
You think it could be a light phenomena?
Oh yeah.
It could be. I mean, it could just be space junk, I guess. Could it be space junk? Do you think, or
space dust,
or space
dust, or something like that?
SpaceX.
Yeah. I think Space Force admitted that they're doing some kind of a atmospheric sniffing test, but then again, is this like 31 miles up in the hemisphere, or is it in the stratosphere about 38,000 feet? Again, we don't have these explanations, but they did, and we want to thank Brian Burke for the footage. What's that, Brian? And this is a lot higher than a regular commercial airliner, that's for sure. As you can see, as it traverses by the moon at such a slow rate of speed, this thing's high up there. It goes by, and this is captured in real time too. If it was an airplane, it would have traversed across.
Yeah.
So this is way up there, guys. It's not a kite. This is like, and again, they came out with their, after we released this footage, it was basically an above top secret program that we showed to the world on third phase of moon. So exciting stuff. I want to thank Jeff. I want to thank Jeff Backey.
Does it stay up there, or is it staying up there, or is it moving?
It's moving across at a very slow rate of speed. So this thing's like so high up there in the atmosphere that that's why it took probably about a minute for it to traverse across the moonscape. So I don't know. People could do the math on that, but I'm thinking it's probably up there in about maybe 30 miles in altitude.
Wow,
it's pretty crazy.
Pretty high.
Jeff Backey, appreciate the $10 PayPal. Appreciate that. Appreciate all of you guys joining us tonight. Let's do it soon. We want to get we've got more evidence, and that was a good fun show, guys. Thanks for chiming in.
Welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thanks.
No worries.
Thanks for having us.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Everybody, check out Richard from GoofOn. Everybody knows where to find them. And then Josh and Artemis show. They've been doing some good work, doing a lot of interviews, and they reviewing movies, all kinds of fun stuff in this field. So check them out. We're going to be supplying the original link, and then Brian Jamison, kind of they're the public, just kind of chiming in, and good for you guys to join us today, man.
Boots on the ground.
Yeah, thanks, Blake, Brett. Thanks for having us.
Awesome. Awesome, guys.
See you guys later.
Good show. Appreciate everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome, and thanks for you guys' opinions and joining us. We're going to be bringing you more evidence tomorrow. My emails are filling up, and again, if you've captured something amazing out there, just submit it to us. Upload that video to YouTube. Don't be afraid. And if you've got some old footage out there, don't be afraid to upload that as well, and copy paste that link to my email. It's in the description. Everybody, keep your eyes on the skies, and remember, we're not alone. See ya. Hey, there's Rich. Hey, cool. And there's our buddy Jamison. Jamison had a role in this video. See you next time.
Looking around, thinking it's only you. solidified, we're many more than a few. Where do they lie? How come we seldom see them? Right in between the lines is where they reside. No reason to fear, we know who's here. The narrative falls, trickle through the years on everyone. Solid system, no more lies rolling through the haze. History worth mention, ancient connections may see us through. Although not